Hey guys, Mr. Short. We should have just finished up the topic B quiz today in class. If you're with me, if you're not with me, maybe you did it yesterday, maybe you did it today. Not sure when that was, but we're back, and this is for Module 2, Eureka Squared Math, Module 2. We're going to look at Lesson 11 homework. First, we're going to go over a couple key terms that we need to remember, we need to know, because you're going to hear these in class, or you already heard these in class, and we need to remember them. All right. So, key terms is divisor and partial quotient. Divisor and partial quotient. So, if we look over here, let me try to zoom in a bit. Hey, there we go. Our divisor is the number we're using to divide our bigger number. So, the divisor is how many pieces we're breaking this into to find out how much goes inside each piece. All right. So on this one, our divisor is 2. So 118 divided by 2. So our divisor is what we're dividing by. And our partial quotients, that just means we're breaking our answer. I don't know why this light keeps changing. Hold on, let me see if I can get this to stop. Maybe that'll help. Apologize about that. I don't know. Sometimes this lighting's not the best in here. I'm at my desk. It's not always the best. Now it changed again. Hopefully you can still see it. I hope you can. I think you can. I don't know. It's much brighter on my end, but now it looks dark. All right. Anyways, we'll keep going. All right. So our partial quotient at the bottom. We had a divisor, which is the number we're dividing by. We have our partial quotient at the bottom, which is just our answer that's broken in two parts. That's why it's partial, because it's parts. Remember, partial means parts. Quotient is the answer to a division problem. So this is the parts of the answer to our division problem. So to get our full answer, our quotient, we just add the 50 plus the 9 to get our answer of 59. Okay, so the two partial quotients go together to make 59. All right, this light's driving me nuts now too. All right, we're going to zoom in. There. If it gets dark again, hopefully you can still see it. Trying, guys. It is, what is it? Today's Wednesday morning. For me, it's October 29th, 7:43 a.m. Been here for 43 minutes already trying to get this done, and the lighting does not want to help me. All right, sorry, back on task. Remember, divisor, number dividing by. Partial quotient is our two answers broken apart that we put together to get our quotient, which is our answer to our division problem. So we took 118 here and split it in two parts, 118. Then we divided each one by 2. We use our area model over here, which you guys are going to start seeing this a lot, the area model. All right. We have our answer, 2 times what equals 100, because we already broke this into 100, right? We're going the opposite of when we were multiplying. If we were multiplying, we'd say our width times our length would equal our area, but we already have the area. Area is the distance inside, which is you take the width times the length and you get your area. So it's the same as saying 2 times what equals 100. So we already have our 100. So we can say 2 or 100 divided by 2 equals what? And that's how we're finding each of these. We're just breaking these, again, like we did before when we drew a big rectangle. We're breaking these into parts where it's easier to find the answer. It's not so big. It's not so much work. It makes it a little bit easier for us. All right, so let's go to our lesson for today. All right, our lesson for today. Yes, you can see a little bit of notes on here already. I started making this video before and something happened. Someone walked in my classroom, so I had to start over. All right, again, Eureka Math Squared, Module 2, Lesson 11, Homework Help. All right. 72 ounces of water are poured equally into 4 planters. How many ounces of water does each planter get? Okay, there's a couple ways we can do this, but our problem is 72 divided by 4. All right, that's its up. So if you want 1 planter, 2 planters, 3 planters, 4 planters, you want to draw a little plant or something coming out of there. All right. So you know it's a planter. All right, it's not the best looking flower, but it's a planter. We're just worried about the base anyways, but you know what? I already did one. Now I got the other ones. And this has nothing to do with the problem, but I like the art projects. All right, there, we drew it. Now we got to figure out how much water we're putting in the bottom. Okay, so we have 4 and we have 72. So if we look at 72, that gives us our 10s, our 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And our 1s, we have 2. So let's start getting rid of our 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, now we have 3 left, right? 3 left, and we only have 4 planters. So we're going to have to break all of those up and then put those over here. So that's a lot. But 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 110. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. So now we need to take all these and put them into these. Count. So as you go, 1, cross it, 2, cross it, 3, cross it, right? All the way. If you want to do 4, then cross out 4. That works too. Make a different mark. For these, I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can tell the difference between your 10s and your 1s. If you need to divide it this way, keep going. You have all these left to do. I'm not going to do that all the way out for you. All right. You can also, if you want, you can make these could be 10 like this and 1 like this inside the pot. So you know the 10s and the 1s, whichever works better, or the planter, not the pot. It's the same thing. All right. But we want to break up 72. Okay. We need to break up 72. Here's our area model. So we have 4 here. We got to break up 72. It's not the easiest thing to break up, right? We could break it up a couple times. We could break it up once. But let's look at this 2. That's going to be our little helper there. What do you know? Think about it. What number do you know that we can multiply 4 by that has a 2 at the end of it? Is there one? If you have a multiplication chart at home, if you go across the top to column number 4, skip the 0, go down till you find a 2 at the end of a 4 number. You won't have to go that far. Okay. If you go down there, you're going to find the number 12. 12. All right. Now, if we took 12 out, that means 12 minus 70 gives us 60. So we have 60 here. Like Mr. Short, that's not the easiest. I don't know a number that goes in there nice and easy. Well, let's look at that to find our problem. All right. So you want to take 4 and tell me how many times you can put 4 into 6. So if you subtract 4 from 6, you get 2, which is smaller than 4. So that means it can go in there 1 time. Okay, so we subtract our 4, and now we got 2 left over, but we bring our 0 down. So how many times is 4? How many times can you put 4 into 20? So 4 times what equals 20? Again, multiplication chart, go over to column 4, go down until you find that number 20. Once you find that number 20, slide all the way to the left to find out what row number you're in. And if you do that, you're going to find out you're in row number 5, which is 15. All right, which gives us 4 times 5 is 15, which is 20, 0, 0. We're done with that. So we have 15 right here. Now you need to figure out how many times 4 goes into 12. Same thing. Go across that multiplication chart, or if you know 4 times what equals 12, same thing. Cross that multiplication chart to 4. Go down, skip the 0, go down 1, 2, 3 spots. You go down to that 3rd spot. So you went down 3. You find that number 12. If you go back across on that multiplication chart, you're going to see that you're in row 3, column 4, row 3. So 4 times 3 equals 12. So we can put that 3 right here. And we say 12 minus 12 equals 0 and 0. So now we just add 15 plus 3, and we get 18. So if I got 18 here, when you figure out down here, you have 10 already. That means you better have, right, we have 110 each pot. That means if you figured this out this way, when you kept going and going and going and going, you should have 8 individual marks, right, for 1s. Whatever you use to mark, show what 1s are. 10, 1. All right, whatever you show that, you should be able to show me there. Okay, should add up to 18 in each planter for how much water we put in each one. Okay, next one. How many groups of 6 are in 84. Set it up the same. 84 divided by 6. Okay, you want to do the area like that. Figure out what you know 6. How do you, when you have 6, what can you multiply 6 by to get a 4? Take that one out and break it off. Okay, break it apart that way. Let that one help you. If you want to do the bottom, I'll go up a little bit. If you want to give me 6, one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you want to break it down this way: tens, ones. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. I did what I'm telling you guys not to do. We'll do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. You might need a little more room than that as you go through. Remember, after you run out of tens, everyone has to have the same amount of tens or it's not divided evenly. So after you run out of tens, if there's any more, you got to break those apart, make those ones, and then start putting all the ones in there one at a time. Okay? Use that. Use this one to help you on this one. Just look at how we did this one because the answer is going to be different. But look at how we did this one. And you don't have to draw anything coming out. These aren't planners. I mean, you don't have to do the pretty little flowers like I did either. Just be happy I didn't color them. I was thinking about coloring them. All right, on the back, find the area of the shape. The square represents 1 square unit. The area of the shape is blank square units. You can count all these. You can count the side, put that number. You can go across the top, put that number, multiply this side, the width times the length, or you can count all the squares. Try multiplying before you just count them. Multiply it first and then count them. How about that? Multiply it first, figure out your equation, find your answer, and then go back and count all the squares to see if you got it right. Do that for me. All right. What is the area of the shaded shape? Each square on the grid represents 1 square meter. It says shaded shape. Not all of it. So you can't do length or width times length. You're just going to have to count these. This is a half and this is a half. So if you put these together, that's a whole. So just count it. All right? Just count. Count the shaded boxes. Put the total down. All right. This is a longer video. I apologize. We had some lighting technical difficulties. Hope this helps. Again, this was Eureka Math Squared, Module 2, Lesson 11, Homework Helper. Have a great night. It's almost Halloween. See you tomorrow. Bye.